2, 1. Hello.
Heyo.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Saucy Sibz podcast. I'm your host, Francesca.
And I'm Nicodemus.
And welcome to the closet, guys. First things first, what are we drinking? Saucy sipping on what?
Some Savvy Blanc, you know.
Yeah.
Saucy Sibz on the Sauve.
Yeah.
A little Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc.
I was not
Sauvy
expecting
B.
you to. I was like, hey, what do you guys want to drink? And then they were like, Sauvignon Blanc. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Expect
so-
Red Bull vodka. Would you expect?
I don't know. Usually like tequila.
It's like a warm summer's eve, you know? It's
Yeah.
kind of time to bust out the white wine. You know?
It's
I was
white
like-
wine time.
Up in the
now.
mountains, it's like still red wine a little bit.
Yeah,
but right
yeah.
now,
How cold is it still up there?
like 40s, maybe 30s,
Yeah.
something like that. It's
No
sunny,
thanks.
but
But
like
the
Too
sun does base.
cold.
still snow.
You know
Okay,
this.
Yeah,
yeah.
still snow.
You know this.
So Mahdi and Corey live up in Summit County, Colorado, and they've both been on the podcast before. They're actually our first returning guests, but now they have their each
I
own
love you.
episode. Yeah, absolutely. I was kind of thinking like they're probably the best guests to have return, you know,
Absolutely.
as far as like who we've
And I
had
feel
on
like a
yet.
lot's changed.
So much has changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot has changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of growth.
Good.
And a lot of voices getting lost.
I know. Corey's
They're freshly
This is not
back
normally
from,
what I sound like, just FYI.
He's
All right,
literally aware of that.
January
To be
through
really in on the money.
April is just kind of a whole bender.
It's our power hour for like 3 months.
Yeah, a power
Yeah.
5,000 hours.
Power 2 months. Yeah, power months.
Yeah.
Power months, man.
Amen.
But yeah, it's just a lot of shows. A lot
Yeah.
of shows. And yeah, if anything changed, it was a lot of ramen, no music out. Now it's a lot of ramen.
And music
Amen.
out.
Oh, yeah.
But we are stoked to be back, man.
Yeah.
We're so
Yeah.
hyped.
For
We're
real.
stoked to be back as our, as
And in the studio, you guys were both
Yeah.
at the old apartment.
yeah.
This is beautiful.
This is,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
But yeah,
thank
back
you,
in-
thank you for
Well
having
done.
us.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
You. Thank you both for having us back.
For real.
Should
We're
we do
about
a little
to.
cheers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Little
Cheers.
cheers. Hi.
Yeah,
Call
They're
it, call it.
drinking-
What's the cheers?
Boom.
Cheers
to funny banter, good times, good vibes, and
New studios.
great
Yeah.
success. Yeah.
Great
I was gonna say like cheers. like,
Fuck that. I got a better one.
like, I was thinking like, of course that, but like, cheers to you guys doing the project.
Hey,
you
thank
know?
you.
Doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
We
yeah,
really
yeah.
appreciate
Don Fuego.
Don Fuego.
Absolutely.
Which
Cheers.
we have a lot of questions.
Amen. Okay, yeah, let's dive
I'm over
into it.
here. I'm over here drinking, just FYI, an Untitled Art CBD sparkling water.
Oh, it's Untitled Art.
Yeah, I know. They
Oh,
got it. I
cool.
think it's new branding.
I like
Maybe
that.
just a new type.
Maybe,
But it's very grapefruit. I might take sips of Nick's.
little wine.
Yeah, but I've been on a little bit of a bender. So we're
No. We love
We
balance.
can relate to
My
that.
therapist
We can
told
relate.
me
Yeah.
what you need
Balance.
is to stop doing things sometimes. And I'm like,
Best
all
thing
right,
is to do nothing.
I don't know how, but I'll try.
Yeah.
You know, Miley Cyrus gave an interview once, and she said, "Trust the friends that tell you no." And I love that. Obviously, it's good advice, but coming from Miley Cyrus, I just felt like that meant so much more. Just being like, trust the friends that tell you no. They're the ones that care about you. And I was like, she means that. She means that from experience.
That is,
That's so
pretty
true.
fucking
I feel like I
real.
can really relate to that right now too, because I just sound like Miley Cyrus. In that
A little
like,
bit, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like it's really one of the ones that we came with.
You're gonna turn into like Phoebe from Friends and be like, "Damn, I want." Do you remember that episode?
which
Did
one?
you ever
Which
watch
one?
Friends?
Of course,
When
yeah,
she
yeah.
got the raspy voice and she sang like better and everybody
yeah.
liked it.
Oh, yes.
She was like trying to stay
Double
sick.
down.
Oh my god, yeah.
So they're trying to
get,
take
get
like
me sick, get me
Chandler's
sick.
sickness. Yeah.
I do remember that one. Oh my god.
I once did karaoke where I had a raspy voice, and it sounded so good. And I sang
Leon Bridges.
Rehab by Amy Winehouse. And I literally was like, why was that so good? I don't know who knew how to.
Someone
Like,
give
I
me a
don't
record
yeah.
deal.
Yeah,
Now you know why all the singers have an alcohol and smoking problem.
totally.
I'm 3 months off vapes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's a Zin. I was wondering what that
I'm
was.
right here.
Oh,
You know,
I had
I'm
no
still,
idea what you were doing.
We're
I'm
still doing
transitioning.
nicotine. Yeah, but-
no.
Yeah.
I don't have a grilling,
Man,
but
no
I
vapes.
do. Yeah, I just had to. You know, it was like, what am I doing? I sing.
I only set that one in there. So we've pretty much been off cigarettes except for like the cheeky one on the weekend when we've been drinking. But when I say off, that's because we were splitting like a pack every other day. And like that's a
Yeah.
lot.
You're
You and I-
Italian.
It's fine.
I know.
It's
Except
fine.
you live in Denver and you can't walk up a flight of stairs. I was like, okay, because we were like, we're
Yeah.
Italian. Let's have a little steak. No, they're really addictive, you guys.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we can't be ripping.
It's like as if all those ads when the kids were
I
actually
know.
I know.
I
It's
know.
like if I got lung cancer, I would have been like, damn, everything I've ever heard was true.
Wow.
Like, I don't know.
That's
but
the one thing on the conspiracy theories that like the government tells us smoking is bad. Like maybe it is.
smoking's
Like,
bad for
maybe,
sure.
So, well, the government says it, so it's good.
But the vapes are like impossible. And
It was like
up in
4
Breck,
or 5 years.
I almost had to move out of Breck to get away from them because every single person had them.
Yeah.
So if you're out and you have 10 people around you who will gladly let you hit it, it's just, I mean, you can't. Like,
Totally.
it's almost impossible. So
Well, they'll
thank
just
God.
like give them to you sometimes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Especially when we're playing shows. Are you kidding me? They come
Oh,
up and they're like, and you're like,
hell yeah.
So if you don't make like a hard commitment,
right.
Yeah.
you know,
right.
it's tough. Thankfully, we do empower each other whenever we do make
Yeah.
a decision like that. Sometimes we do it tandem, but otherwise we'll just keep each other in check.
I feel
Yeah.
like we've
Helps.
done the who is it? I think it's Calvin Harris who does it. Like where we'll be sober because I did full sobriety for
Yeah.
55 days or something like
That's
Okay.
a lot.
in September through October, and then it was all the way up to Halloween. It was through my birthday, my
Yeah.
30th birthday. I
Yeah.
was sober.
Yeah,
Wow. Oh, I
remember that. We
we,
were
we
there.
threw him
Yeah.
a whole like from Summit down to
thing.
Denver, a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
and he still held strong,
Yep,
which is
for
impressive.
that. But it's like, you
Respected
clean up
you.
for a few months, you do your thing, you stretch, you do yoga, you do,
Yeah.
we're also pretty active people, whatever. But
Yeah.
and then with this is the time of year right now where it's like
we
peak-
accept.
peak season.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Oh, yeah,
No, I've
it's
decided.
happening.
I heard it on Vanderpump Rules the other day. Tom Schwartz, one of the guys, he's like, I love a sobriety bender. And I was like, that's what I
Sobriety?
always do. Is a
That's-
sobriety bender. I'm
sobriety
usually
bender.
like a few months and then I go wild. Like
Yeah.
or even like chill drinking, but like I love a sobriety bender.
Yeah, you do.
It's when you
And
level
get,
up.
You get very into it, which is good. It's
I
just
love-
sometimes I'm
What
kind of
was
like,
the show that was? We went to one together. What was it? Was it Disco Lines? Do you remember that when we all went out and you were? I don't remember anyway.
I
It
had
was-
just broken it.
I
I was
think
sober
you had
for
just
7
broken
months.
it,
It
yeah.
was like
Wow.
day 2 of drinking. And I was like, have you motherfuckers had alcohol before? I was having
We were-
so much
You were like,
fun.
are you guys coming to the afters? You coming to the after? I think we were there with Aaron.
Wow.
I don't know if you were there, Mahdi, but
I don't-
Aaron.
no.
We were
I
like,
was- I
no,
was
we gotta
working.
go to bed.
I had a gig.
Sorry.
I didn't go to bed till like 7 that night. I was
hell yeah. That's
no, and that's 'cause
I was somewhere. Where was I? Wasn't there, but I just felt
Where
like
were-
you. I could feel your energy from wherever I was. It's like she is
was-
soaring.
well, what it was, my birthday was like the next week.
Yeah.
And I had like one glass
Oh,
of wine
yeah.
in St. Louis with my parents. And I was kind of like, okay. And then my best friends, Disco Lines was like $170. And my friends were like, why don't you just like come to dinner with us? And I didn't have the money at the time. And I was like, okay. And then I'll go home and be chill. And they were like, they had Molly, we ate dinner. And they were like, if I buy you a ticket to Disco Lines for your birthday, do you want to come? And I was like, and they were like, and will you like drink with us? And I was like, you know what? Yes. And we like all, cause it was like right at like the last minute when they were leaving. So I was like, okay, night, bye. And they were like, let's send it. And I was like, all right.
That was a fun time. That was a wild fun time.
That was like a really fun show. Again, might have been the
Again,
substances.
we all can I feel you. It's like it's waves. It's all waves. Life is waves.
Yeah.
The ups and
I
downs,
love the
travel.
people who
Yeah.
are willing to hop in on whatever part of that wave.
Yeah.
Because
Amen.
y'all have been that,
Mhm.
boom, there's this, boom.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Like, you know what? Let's dive in head first.
Yes, I
Yeah.
appreciate that
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
What do you mean with what? Like,
Just
With like whatever the
spontaneity.
fuck is going on
Okay.
around your friends or life in general, right? Like, and
You're
even
just-
if it's
you're
out of your
just
comfort
willing-
zone,
Yep, you're willing to take it on.
you're down to be like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let's fuck it, send it, yeah.
Okay,
That's
let's get
easy.
into Don Fuego.
Hell yeah.
Know them.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
I've met
Okay,
them.
so
met
when
them.
we had Corey on the podcast, you were just Van Aken.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we had you on the podcast, you were just first starting the sort of music thing as far as publicly.
I hadn't
like,
even done my first performance in Colorado yet.
right.
I was still like 2 years off of music. I
Because that was
doing
that was
music.
2 years ago, right? Was that
It was
about,
about
2
it
years
was
ago?
yeah, it was about 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was April of 2020.
Man.
2022.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You know, you're actually one of our first guests. It was our brother, our parents.
Yeah.
Like M, Zach, and you. I mean, and then you were obviously like, but like I think about like 6 months later. So it was like,
right. Yeah, it was a little bit after. Yeah, yeah.
No, that was
Yeah.
that was such a moment in my life. I thank this guy right here because he still believed in me when I was like, "Nah, I'm done with music." He's
Yeah.
like, "No, you're not
Yeah,
done
we've
with
both
music."
been through times like that too, though.
Yes,
Legit. Shit,
yes,
that's 'cause
definitely.
we've powered. Yeah.
Definitely been to. Hold on, what am I doing? Definitely been to the bottom of the barrel, and that was right before I had fully invested back in.
right.
Well, why don't
You know?
why don't we just start from the beginning too?
I mean,
you guys
Yes.
really want to know like the Don Fuego, like
Yeah.
how, like what, you know?
Because this is something we've never covered. You guys are best friends. We had you on separately. Now you do music together, and we never told that story because you guys were on separately. So let's get into it. Take it away.
Yeah. So we first met in middle school, 6th grade, straight up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think I thought, Mahdi, if you want to kind of take the reign, you were like, we met in a way that was like, it was the thing. We don't have to get into detail. on it,
Okay,
but
yeah.
You were like, I fuck with
just-
this guy because there's a thing.
It
on
was
the
always
this
just-
poster. Yeah.
We loved doing like crazy stunts and pranks and things.
Just adrenaline shit.
Yeah,
Like,
Okay.
very out
stuff.
of pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, who is willing to do this crazy thing with me?
Mm-hmm.
And like, we might get suspended, whatever, but who's willing to do this? And it would like, we would always end up in that same circle.
Yep.
It was like,
Always.
of the 4 people, it was always you and I who were willing always.
Ooh,
And then
the
like 1 or
principal's
2 other
office
people
or
would check
wherever.
in.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where we almost had like this, like,
Well, we found Karam. Karam got us into the music. 'Cause we
Shout
had
out
this friend-
Karam
Shout out
Bar,
Karam
man.
Bar, dude.
Shout
If he's
out
watching
Karam
this,
Bar.
we love you.
shout out Karen Bar.
Because we'd always go. He was like, I don't even know what kind of. visa.
İzmir
It was-
yaşasın Türkiye.
It's not J1 because he was underage because we were in high school.
He was
but-
on an exchange program,
Yeah.
and he had access to
From where?
From Turkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he had access to what is it in England?
It was
not UKG,
something
it was
the
like-
Vault or something. It was this music thing, but he had this apartment. The main thing was the apartment, and his parents would never be home ever.
Oh.
And so we'd always go over to his place after school.
and he was like, "Yo, I'm down for y'all to DJ here.
I don't think it was a State of Trance, but it was something like that. And he'd always show us these like
Ministry of Sound.
Ministry of Sound. That's what it was. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. And he'd
Yeah.
be like, yo, this is some hot new shit. It's just from David Guetta. It just
Yeah.
dropped. And he'd be like, this is like underground. It was back in like
Yeah.
2009.
And we were growing
you know?
up like we
Yeah.
liked all this like electronic music. Everyone's like, "What is good with y'all? Like,
Yeah.
what? Like,
we didn't know. Swedish House Mafia. This is before like all,
Tiesto.
yeah.
This is
And we were
like DJ Tiesto.
We were like, this is
Yeah,
before
yeah.
Tiesto. Like,
Or like Dead Mouse.
And
I
all
remember
this
he
stuff,
showed
yeah.
us One by Swedish House Mafia before
Right.
the one with the vocals dropped.
Oh.
And we were
It's like,
That was really
it's Mahdi's
good.
vocal. Yeah. But yeah, that was how we like got into house music originally. And then we started doing stuff where we threw this flash mob rave, and it was in high school. It was during our midterm exams. Or final, I don't even remember. It was during some sort of exams.
we did a few that year, but the first one that got filmed was the midterm exams.
Yes,
It was during
and that,
the break.
It's still on YouTube, dude. We'll send you guys the clip if
Please,
you want.
please, yeah.
And there's literally like, I don't know, hundreds of people. There's people crowd surfing, and all we did was Mahdi and I brought in a guitar amp and an old like tiny
I was
DJ
playing off
controller.
a virtual DJ.
Yeah.
Okay,
And there's a
yeah,
clip of
yeah.
Mahdi with short
hair,
and
Mahdi.
Short
and
hair.
we're behind this little tiny like coffee table size thing right next to the school library inside.
We stacked
And-
2 benches.
That's
2
right.
of those
That's
wooden
right. That's what it was.
benches.
And we blasted it right by the outlets on the side of the wall. And people were, I mean, it was just.
What grade is this?
This was our junior year. So we were
Junior
like
year.
11th
and
grade.
then
yeah.
and then we just kept doing things like this. We ended up doing it on like the day of our graduation, and the cops ended up pulling the cord out of the wall.
Yeah.
Because everyone took their
That's-
shirts off. There was
Yeah.
like
Fuck yeah.
crowd
It's
surfing.
wild.
There was a gorilla suit. There was a pineapple.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on. But that was what was going on in high school for us.
Yeah.
And that just kind of rolled into college for us.
Yeah, doing house party, and we threw some events like the summer after we graduated
We
high
finessed we're in Southwest Virginia, by
Right.
the way. So
Right.
like
The rave scene is not prominent.
no, it's like
Yeah.
we're providing an alternative.
Right.
You know, and, I mean, we threw a couple shows at a place owned by a church because
'Cause
we
of the
weren't
space.
selling
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know
we were
if
also
anyone's there.
17. We were
Yeah.
17, so like
That had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're selling
People have, like,
monsters and
cases
pizza.
of beer in their
Yeah.
car.
But
Yeah.
we made a decent amount of money, man,
Yeah,
and we were
this
like
was the
17.
first time we ever were like, yo, DJing could be like
I bought a bunch
Thanks.
of clothes.
sick. Yeah.
like
yeah. Like I remember,
it felt great at that. Yeah.
and University Club we just threw events and we'd invite everybody, but all our demographic, we were not even 18. So all of our fan base was still in high school too.
Yeah.
And we
Then
had
the,
just
but then the
graduated.
college kids started showing
But then
up.
the college kids would show up too, and they were
Fuck
like,
yeah.
"Who are the?" You know. So we were
Yeah.
just like, "We are doing something cool right now. Like we should, we should keep doing this." And we kept doing it for like a year or so. But we made good. I remember as like a 17-year-old, I think we each made like $500, and we were like,
Oh, that's so much.
We
at
were like-
17.
Yeah.
we were like, we thought we were rolling in the dough right there.
Felt
We were
like
Yeah.
Rick
Hell
Ross.
yeah.
I was like,
Hey.
I'm going on H&M.
Cool.
I was just gonna
were,
say
like, impressed.
the
They were
damage
like,
you could do at H&M with
Yeah,
$500
yeah.
that like 20 years ago. Fuck.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
epic.
and I mean, we did that for like
that
2
for like
years,
another
a year and a
couple
half.
years leading
Yeah,
into like
we
the
just-
college age.
Yeah, we were like playing all the frats, just doing all
and
that.
then it got dark.
and then
And we can
yeah.
we can dive into that later. But
You-
basically,
If you want,
long
I don't
story
know.
short, we parted ways. Right, I moved out here to become a snowboarder, which we talked about on the podcast when I was on with
But
you guys for
why?
a while.
But why?
Because-
Well, it's
you
cool. I
got
hit
deep.
rock
You
rock
got
bottom.
deep.
I hit rock bottom. I was partying. I couldn't hold a job, and it
Oh,
was
really?
yeah.
When you were doing pro snowboarding, or that's why you did?
No, that's
Oh.
why I moved
Before.
away because I had to
Before.
find something I actually cared about to like want to. Right.
Honestly, like, I've hit
He
rock
did, he
bottom. I'm
found
just
it.
gonna go be a professional snowboarder.
Well, no,
Sounds
it
awful.
wasn't just that. It wasn't that easy. You know. What I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
No, we were in basements for a while.
Yeah,
and
we were
when
playing
you're
frat
young
parties,
and you're
college
playing
parties,
all this
yeah.
stuff, like it can catch up pretty quickly.
100%.
Right.
So, like-
yeah.
And it was like party scene, you're making money doing that. So you want to keep investing in that. But then it was like starting to like fail in classes in college, starting to like not be. I remember I got a job at Jimmy John's in fucking at Draper on Blacksburg. And I like had I like couldn't even, I had no resume. No, couldn't, if someone vouched for me, I went through a whole week's worth of training. And then I remember my first day of work was the same day I had another fucking show that night. And I called, no showed. I was like, went through the whole training.
Your friend was
got it all.
pissed.
Yeah, they were pissed. It was like a friend of a friend, kind of. So I was
Shout out
like,
James
whatever.
Peterson.
But yeah, I remember I did that, and then my parents were like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
And then I moved and became a snowboarder. But we parted ways, right? We parted ways.
Yeah,
Mahdi got
yeah.
deep in the hip hop scene.
I kept
did
DJing the frats, and then I eventually got into songwriting and hip hop.
yeah,
And just kept riding that wave in Virginia for a while. I eventually hit that real rock bottom,
Right.
later than he did.
So
but
what did
he hit that earlier and then found something that he's been incredible at.
No.
Yeah. What is? I just saw your story today. You posted that you worked in a car factory. When was this on?
That was 2019.
That was-
Spectrum.
That was
his,
2019.
That was his rock
That
bottom.
was
Yeah.
after. That was
Rookie
yeah.
yeah.
That
Wait,
was
talk about that because I feel like it was like a really inspirational. Like you put up like a little kind of
Mhm.
flashback.
Amen.
I honestly just kept riding the ego train as long as it would give. And I realized at a particular point that I had to get sober. The people around me are not who I wanted around me.
Mm-hmm.
I had to, break a lease. I had to pay for an abortion. I had to do a lot of things. And so I had to do whatever could get to that means the quickest. And that was 100 hours a week at a factory.
Damn.
Because I had already said I'm not doing what I was doing before. I used to, it felt good to be that guy,
Mm-hmm.
out east. You kind of want to be that guy doing the things that you're not supposed to be doing, right?
That's like the cool guy
You're
syndrome.
right, exactly. And I got to a certain point, I was like, this is not cool anymore. I'm 27. What is going on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to make some tough decisions. I broke off from that entire scene.
He hit me up.
Yeah.
Literally hit me
Yeah.
up.
I was like, bro,
I was like,
I had like a
out
vision
here.
while overdosing
Mhm.
on, you know, some things. And I was like, yo, I saw a lot of mountains and trees and I'm living in them. And that sounds like where you're at. At the time, my sister and Corey, the only people that were out in Colorado that I knew,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Shout out Nagas. Shout out Corey.
Gotta get
That's this guy.
Let's go.
But like I was kind of like, I want nice things.
Mhm.
This is not nice.
Yeah.
I've been lying to myself for a while, you know? And I did that, you know, saved up enough money, and then I just took a chance.
Colorado was our saving grace for both of us. I feel
Amen.
like, you know?
Yeah.
That's really
Found a
cool. Yeah.
It
community.
actually was.
Yeah.
Found a
yeah.
community. Before it was always like it felt as though it was whoever could gain something,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't trust it, whether or not they were, you know, true or not. There are plenty that probably were.
Mhm.
But when I came to Colorado, I left all of that behind. Nobody knew that I sang or danced or was this guy.
Except me.
I could tell.
Except me. I was the only one. I was the
Corey has
ace
some
in the
secrets.
pocket.
Yes, he was
And
like,
I was like,
he
we've
was
been
like,
doing.
you're not done.
I was like, we've done cool stuff, but we both kind of got sidetracked and fell off our path. And then like we both had our like saving graces. I did the snowboard thing, and then you kind of like went deeper into the rap thing, and then hit that same bottom, and then we came out here, and then I was like, hey,
and
like,
the rap thing was going
let's-
really well.
right?
But
Yeah.
I just
But-
didn't feel as though it was what I wanted to do.
Like
I
you
was
said,
good
being
at it, but I
surrounded by
didn't
people
want
you
it.
didn't want to be surrounded by, right? Like
Yes,
that was,
it was.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
Mahdi. You're gonna get us out of the hood.
That's kind of like, I always talk about this Gay Hendricks book, and he always talks about there's like your zone of competence and then your zone of like genius or zone of excellence. In zone of excellence, like people can get stuck in because they're good at it and it makes sense and they make money at it, but it's not their zone of genius. It's not like
Ooh.
what makes them happy. It's not where they want to be.
Amen.
And it's like that golden handcuffs
Yeah.
is you could stay there, but like, and you're not like super inspired to go further with it or to create more with it. You're kind of just like, I mean, I'm good at this. Let's just keep going. It's paying the bills, but like, it's not going to fulfill you. And that's I think harder to get out of than things that are shitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, you know, at separate points, we had it pretty easy doing well over
Mhm.
there, just
Yeah.
being kind of the lowest hanging fruit for ourselves.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
like we could accept that and lie to ourselves, or, you know, as soon as you decide to see the truth, it's not going to be easy for a bit.
Mhm.
And it
Right.
wasn't.
Mhm.
But then like you just got to keep faith in yourself.
Yeah, so fast forward though, then we move out here. Like music, we both got to a point where we were like done with music, right? Because it had
Yeah.
led to dark paths. We were like, no,
Done.
I'm good on that.
Not
Done.
listeing to, not
You know?
playing any.
Yeah.
And this
I
is what
moved
we've
to
done our whole
Colorado.
life.
Pro snow. That was my goal. That was my mindset. I did achieve that. That was awesome. Mahdi came out here as well, just like done with music. Like I just want to like start fresh, you know? And we came out, but then we both started hanging out again. We're like,
damn it.
we're like best buds from high school. We're like, yo, like, how about this though? Like, you know, he starts coming to this show because I had already started playing music out here again before
Yeah.
Mahdi moved out. But that like rekindled my flame. You know,
Yeah.
I was like,
well,
oh,
it rekindled mine too.
because I was like, there's good people.
and then I'm
out
like, well,
here.
what
There's
about
good
this
people.
idea? And
Yeah,
Corey's
yeah.
like, wait, like this? And I'm like,
yeah, we tried to start a
yeah,
rock
actually
band.
like that.
Originally,
And
we
I'm
tried to
like,
start a rock band.
hold on, what about like this? And it's like, boom.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
we did
So
multiple
many
genres.
different-
House
many.
music is what we do now, but
Is that what Don Fuego is? That's
yes,
what
Don
house.
Fuego is so. Yeah, so
Please, let's
tie
tell
it
the
in.
people
Been on this
exactly what Don,
tirade.
Don
Fuego
Fuego
is.
is our duo project. We make electronic music. We make house music, dance music specifically.
yeah.
And within house music, we make a lot of like tech house, some progressive house, big room house, a little bit of like organic house as well. Just like
Yes.
all things you can dance to. And we love that. We love to dance.
We
love
used to
fucking-
project
yeah.
from where our pain was, and now I think we're projecting from where we want
Where our
people to
happiness
be.
is.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Where
that's-
we're
yeah.
happy, we want you to be
Where
in
we
that
want
same
to go.
space with us.
Yeah.
That's the difference with this project. That's the difference with Don
Mhm.
Fuego. This is about
We're stoked.
happiness.
We're
Like,
stoked.
we're really
now.
stoked to
Yeah.
be making the music we're making now.
Yeah.
It's not like we're gonna
Whoa.
prove them wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Yeah.
No, it's like, no, this is what makes us happy,
Mhm.
and
Amen.
maybe it makes somebody else happy too. Like, and that's the
Yeah.
best thing.
I
Yeah.
find that so interesting when like an artist goes like, I'm not having a good time. Here's something great I just made. But then to when they go like, hey, I'm having a great time. Here's what I just made. You know,
Yeah.
and that kind
It's
of
a leap of faith, man.
it is a leap of faith, and it's very pop. You know, I just feel like a lot of pop artists are always talking about that of just like
Okay with this.
where
This is
they-
something
that-
that we
yeah.
had to come to terms with, that
what
we're very okay with pop artists. We're very okay with
What?
that. We're very okay
Yeah.
with this. And
Well, because everyone's all like, oh, the underground. underground.
pop? Oh, you
It's-
went pop?
Yeah, like
Try making it.
sell
It's
out?
not
Like,
easy.
yeah, it's-
Try making a number one. That's
Yeah.
not easy.
Mhm.
This is not, it's not like,
yeah.
oh yeah, it's because it's easy that they did it. If not, there would be a, you
well,
know,
we have
Yeah.
learned you get in what you put out, or like you
Yeah.
get out what you put in.
yes,
Sorry.
yes.
You get out of it what you put into it, for sure.
What do you
Amen.
mean?
Like in terms of like what you want to be within the music realm or
Yeah,
any
yeah.
realm of art that you want to do. You get out of it what you put into it, right?
Yeah.
The work that you're willing to put into it. How much have you struggled? Like where are you now? What are you still willing to put up with? And like also how much work are you willing to put into
The
it?
kind
And
of
that's-
energy, man,
you
it's
know?
going to reflect. If it's positive energy, it's
Amen.
going to reflect. If it's negative energy, it's going to reflect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like shout out MZG. We know you just had them on recently.
Yes,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
Listen to
watched.
that, and they said like
twins.
a starving artist is it's like it's a choice, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, we were in that choice for a long time. And
Shout
I
out
mean,
ramen.
we played
Ramen.
we played 4
Right.
shows every single weekend for the last 3 months, and we still
Yeah.
have 4 shows a weekend almost lined up for every month, or sorry,
Yeah.
for every week lined up for the rest of this month.
Yeah.
And it's not easy.
It's
right? It's
so
not
not
easy,
easy.
but
No.
we're
Yeah.
also, I would say that we're not starving artists anymore.
No,
we are,
yeah,
we
yeah.
are
I'm
just
thankful.
artists. We're
Yes, yeah.
we're not like yeah.
Thankful.
You know what I mean?
Doing our taxes this week. You know,
Amen. But
I'm
shout out
thankful.
MCG boys. Hell yeah, I
You're
love you
late
boys.
on your taxes.
Oh hell yeah! My accountant
it's
has
the
been sending me
15th,
texts
right?
every
Is it the 15th?
every
Right now?
week.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the 10th.
Monday.
Oh, it's
Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's-
But
But
pretty
he's
late.
also my roommate from college. I'm like,
gotcha.
you are going to be my accountant from 5 figures to
Yeah.
more.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, can I give a piece of advice on this podcast? If you don't have a tax person, get a tax person.
Yes.
They will
Yo,
make you
straight
so much
yes.
money.
It's so worth it.
They
This
will
is a-
show you ways that you did not know was possible.
It is my biggest
That's
thing.
so
I
true.
tell people.
depreciating assets. Like,
No,
come
it's
on.
wild. So
Yeah.
and also open an LLC. I don't give a shit if you're not doing much.
Yep.
You can claim a loss for 3 years. You don't have to make money. I can say,
Mm-hmm.
oh, like I sell seashells by the beach. I've never sold one. Fine.
I'm
Yeah.
so
But
real.
I've been investing in it, and this is how.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like, you know what? Like I do marketing for it. My house I live in is my home office. When I go out to business centers,
The
I'm trying to
home
make
office is
C-cell
a-
connections. Yeah, the home office is
The
big.
rent-
Home office. Look where
Right?
look where you're at,
Right.
dude. Look where you're at,
You
Corey.
don't think we wrote off the studio?
Look, with this whole
Good
time,
old,
we
good
thought
old. You
we
gotta
were
be
mad.
careful because Jimothy Orange is gonna for the IRS is gonna be listening and be like, "What?
No.
They figured it out."
No,
I don't
listen.
make enough money yet to be audited.
Listen, this whole time we were mad at billionaires, but we just didn't know how they were doing it.
Yeah.
My whole thing is I will try to learn as much from anybody who's
Yeah.
doing money
Amen,
right.
Amen.
That's
how
my
are
whole
you doing
thing.
it differently? That's
Because in
I
my
wanna know.
family,
I
it
wanna
was
know.
always like, you'll never do that. No, that's for other people. You can't do that. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, but a human did this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So what are they taking
just
advantage
a mere
of?
human.
Like that
Like,
TikTok
I
sound.
wanna
It's like,
do that.
boys can do it. And then I remembered, it's like, oh, but boys do it. And it's like, and then I remembered, but boys do it.
Boys.
But it's
But
boys.
any human, but like any human, if they can do it, you
That's
can do it.
so true. And like one time I heard someone, the first time I ever started working out and like lifting weights, they were like, listen, the most fit people you've ever met are the dumbest people you've ever met. Do you know why? Because they lift rocks. And I was like,
Like it's not some like formula you need to figure out.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can do
They're
it.
not
just
like
have to, like,
nutrient
lift
stacking,
like,
they're
things.
just
like, let's think.
They're just
Yeah,
throwing
yeah.
that
Like,
yeah, no, exactly.
shout out Arnold.
Shout out Arnold. Just like pick the thing up, put it down over there.
Like, don't make it so complicated.
Yeah.
But okay,
Right,
but back to the tax lady. What I'm saying, guys,
Right.
1 year I decided not to go to my tax lady.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not that complicated. I just have one LLC, not that much. So I did what I think that she does, like TurboTax. I was like, oh, and I wrote
my
off
God.
my things, whatever. I ended up having to owe $3,000. And I said, I called my dad. He goes, call Barb. Shout
call
out Barb. She's our favorite.
Barb.
She does all of our family's taxes. So she has all the dirt on the family. Like when I was like back in like college, she was like, how many jobs has Francesca gotten fired from this year? Like, she's
She'll
like,
make it
why are
right.
there- why are there 9 W-2s? But like and so I was like, okay, so because I was like, I don't want to pay. It's like $300 to get your taxes done. So I went to her. She got me $3,000 back. So she essentially made me $6,000 for $300. And when I tell people that, they're like, well, you think I'm like, just do it. Just keep someone in business.
Hey, man.
Like,
I'm not here to
Get
explain it to
advice.
you.
Yeah.
Get a tax person. Just do
Literally.
that.
Saucy
Get an
Sibz
accountant,
tip
get an
'Cause they
99.
go to school
Yeah.
for that. That's like
Saucy tip.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're usually small businesses. So you're literally like supporting, like, don't go to H&R Block.
Right.
Find someone, ask your Instagram. Someone
Google
knows someone that
local
does taxes.
tax person, whatever. Google.
Yeah.
I recently did that. It was my first time. Shout out New Leaf, Josh Taylor, dude, Summit County.
Yo.
First year having somebody, I left them 5-star reviews. Dude, killed it. I owed like $2,000 last year. This year got $1,500 back.
There you go.
Josh,
there we go.
Thank you,
So
Josh. Like, let's
3,500
go.
made.
Yeah.
3,500 made
Exactly,
off of what
exactly.
you paid,
Get it?
which was a fraction.
Saucy
fraction of
tip.
that. Shout
Yeah,
out Deo and Disenga. Yo, Roanoke County, Virginia. If you're out here,
Okay.
you already know.
Let's go. Let's go.
You know what though? It gets to a point. So like one thing, it's like I saw this other thing on TikTok that was like, don't hang around people who are excited for tax season. Hang around people who dread it. Well, no, because once you get rich, like I
have to pay
was hanging out with my friends last weekend.
Right.
One of
Mahdi,
them said
make sure to-
that
Monty, make sure to hold the mic up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
you can laugh in the mic.
Yeah.
No, we want that
It's-
laugh on.
yeah.
Give us.
I
that
thought you were
laugh.
going to tell him to
Beautiful.
close his
Give
lip.
us-
No, no.
He's
Hey,
got
hey,
crotch shot to the.
I would
Yeah,
never.
yeah, close those.
Except
close those up.
I have done a big bad crotch shot before on this thing. Where I'm just like on
The
not only
BBCS,
myself, but
the
like
big bad crotch.
but like on a guest of ours, I had to be like, we are just putting it right here. Like we were
Okay,
cutting him off at the waist because
See, I'm
Wow.
actually like
I'm a little
almost kissing the
self-conscious
mic.
of my laugh. You know, I
are
laugh
you? Oh,
loud.
are you really?
I
Dude.
laugh loud as
Were you
fuck.
going to say that?
Just
About
now
my
he's-
bulge,
He's
it's just-
self-conscious about his hair. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. What are you kidding me right now?
No, Mahdi could actually model.
Wait, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Fuck.
No,
Thank
100%.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
100%.
All right, like,
Thank
keep
you.
going.
Commercial
You were saying,
modeling?
keep
Are you
going.
joking?
Literally just had to go
going.
get a fresh cut right before this
Keep going.
fucking thing.
I was
Just
gonna
just to
say
keep up with
that
this man.
We said
looks
on
good.
our
I've been admiring
podcast
it.
2 years
Thank you.
ago
I
that
appreciate it.
I don't have the best hair in Summit County. It's you, and you know
That's
that.
true.
But it's funny what we
I
all
don't
are
know that.
self-conscious
You
about.
know that. That's so silly.
Wait,
I know,
wait,
right?
so
It's like
silly.
usually our biggest strengths.
We talked
Isn't it though?
Yeah, right.
Like
Isn't that-
ironically.
I need such a haircut right now.
No, it looks good. Do you go to M? Who do you go to?
See this?
I did-
You guys see this?
Shout out
Look
M.
at that.
Shout out M.
Shout out Em.
Just
She
all
also
over
does
her
my
hair.
hair.
It's been
Yeah,
since
yeah.
November or something, right? You know, I still have some product to put in,
Oh, there you go. From her.
but I still need to look good.
She does
Yeah.
house calls for us. It's quite nice. She'll come over and just do it. Yeah.
A word?
Yeah, we're giving out her
Okay.
secrets.
No, the first round of haircuts she did on my back deck. That's how
Oh,
she locked
Oh,
it.
Okay.
I thought you said
That's
I
you're
made her do my
smart.
back.
You're
back.
smart. Damn. Am I that brown to you?
You're pretty hairy. Come on. Although to be honest,
Oh
I
my
might
God.
be hairier than you. It's like a
No, no.
Sicilians are hairy.
I'm thankful. The
my
one
back
thing
isn't.
as
Just
you grow older, you're gonna lose it from here, and you're gonna get it on your shoulders. So just be ready.
That's how they do hair transplants. They take the follicle out from your back and then they put it into your head.
Mhm.
Yeah. Isn't that
Turkey.
crazy?
Turkey does the
In
best hair
Turkey.
transplants.
I've
Wow.
heard.
Yeah.
Shout out Turkey
Wow.
again. You know, 'Cause
Isn't
you-
it, is
Two
it
turkeys
like
on-
the Dominican or Cuba for like BBLs or something?
I've heard that. Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, Turkey
That's
for
scary.
like
I've heard
the
turkey for hair.
you can go stay at like a 5-star resort and pay for the flight and get the best doctors in the world
Mhm.
for like a fraction of like
Mhm.
even just the procedure here. So
Yeah,
over there you can
yeah,
have
yeah.
like a vacation and come back, and that's all they do. So they're actually better.
They're way better. And then all the guys on the plane back to America, they're all in hoodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so real.
I know.
MCG got one.
What?
Not MCG. I'm sorry.
I was like-
Cutting that.
No, MGK.
MGK.
MGK
Machine
got
Gun
one.
Kelly.
I was like,
MGK.
I was like, whoa, Charles got what?
Whoa.
No, sorry, guys.
Damn, boys.
Start rumors.
Nice.
No, you can always tell because they usually take it from actually the back of the neck or like they take some skin from like the back of your head that has hair, so it's like the hair.
Yeah.
That would be the wrong hair. So like right here, they take it from here and then they close it. And then they put it up here. Yeah. So you can always tell who's had like in Hollywood if they shave it down here, you can see a scar.
Oh.
Dude, Francesca is so hip on like the minute
lower
details
back.
of a very specific
The
procedure
lower
you've
back.
never heard of
Lower
before.
back.
So
Yeah,
it's not because they joined the Illuminati. It's because they just had a hair
No,
transplant.
I follow a lot
that
of
receding hairline. And they fucking got it. Yeah.
I follow the doctors on TikTok who break down all this stuff. Like I'm obsessed with I don't have any plastic surgery yet, but I'm obsessed with it.
Yo,
I
but
don't know why.
I'm game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
up? We're talking about like chip transplants in the
out.
next like 50
are you
years. is
pro or
normal.
against? Like transhumanism.
I think open to is the right word,
I'm
you know?
open to it if it means that everybody else is gonna have that and I'm not. It's like the same as an accountant. It's the same as, anything
And if
that
it's
somebody
anything like
told
an
me
accountant,
was
it's like
weird.
the second I
Same as
got
an
one,
accountant?
life is way easier. So like,
Yes.
yeah.
I don't know. If you're up against that, then all of
Yeah.
a sudden you are at a
Totally.
disadvantage.
Wait, when
But it's
I-
only available to the privileged.
well, when
But
I
which
moved,
is
So
still
let's
a
get
thing.
privileged.
Stop being poor.
no, when I moved to New York,
Yeah.
when I moved back to New York and I got this big director job, my psychiatrist looked at me because he was like going to put me on these meds and back on Adderall and all this stuff. And I was like, I just like want to live this healthy life and I don't want to be on this stuff. He goes, you're getting a director position in the financial district of New York. He goes, do you want to run with the big dogs or no? And I was like, this is my doctor.
Amphetamines.
Yeah. I got like a bag because I was like depressed and I was nervous about this new job. And he was like, I mean, I can just load you up. And I was like, he's like, let's run with the big dogs. And I was like,
You'll never come again.
yeah.
Run with the- If anyone ever
gonna be
asks
real
you to run,
tough.
if you want to run with the big dogs, you say yes.
I know. I'm
Exactly.
like, my psychiatrist
If
is
you
telling
say
me this,
no, go like
I think I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
who the
I mean,
fuck would say no?
I was like,
Yeah,
write the
yeah.
scripts.
whatever. Yeah.
They did work though.
I didn't have healthcare my whole life. I came out here and then all of a sudden there's all these options and I could have. And then I was like, wait, all these options. Like, what are these secrets? Show me the secrets. And they did. And I was like, give me everything. And it's been a lot easier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, who knew? It
Yeah.
I am so okay with anybody doing what they need to do for their mental to allow them to do as best as they can do.
Amen. Better yourself always.
Yes.
baby. Let's go.
I don't care.
Voice.
I don't
go.
damn care. Put horns in your head. I don't care. Whatever lets you
Yeah.
reach your horse
like-
girl. Shout out horse girl.
The DJ?
Yes.
DJ.
Wait,
She
what's
came
going on
here
with her?
recently.
She
I
like
don't
a
know,
horse?
but she
Oh, for
but she has
There's
a
a
horse
horse
on her
mask.
face
Just
and
like
she's
shout
crushing
out.
it.
Yeah.
All right,
Wait.
so put a
Fuck
horse
yeah.
on your face. I don't care.
Yeah.
What?
Or like
No.
just the ability to go talk to somebody. Like that's important too, right?
Wait, horse
That
girl's
is important too.
just more than just a horse face.
Yeah.
She's
She
an
is-
actual DJ
She's an
producer.
artist.
She's an
She's
amazing.
an
Yes,
artist.
but my
Well, let me show for Jessica because she's
her name is Horse Girl. Her name
There's a cult
isn't
following.
girl, but also horse.
Tie it back to Don Fuego though. Actually,
But if that helps,
that's how she
you
was born. That's
do
how
the
she
thing
was-
that you love to do,
Please,
then
I
do
don't
it.
know how much of
No,
this
wait.
is kosher.
on that a little bit, I was gonna say I am super like anti big pharma, but not
Mm.
totally because there's been times in my life where if I didn't have the help of meds, I wouldn't have been able to get through
Oh, straight
college
up.
or get through
I'd
life
be dead.
or be normal. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%.
I think
so.
it-
It's like
yeah.
I think it can be predatory on people and stuff, but at a certain point,
Anything
like
can.
the
Anything can be.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's just like utilize the tools that we have, right?
Yes.
Western and
yeah, but
holistic,
but like
yeah.
the herbs aren't going to help. When I was suicidally depressed,
Right.
no amount of
Like,
ashwagandha
I can't drink
was
tea.
helping.
I can't drink tea and
Yeah.
make my depression go away. Yeah.
Truly,
Yeah, straight
it's
up.
not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like I was like meditating, whatever. It's like no, like I want to die. Like
Yeah.
I need something.
Or like if you get cancer, like
Yeah, you got to do something.
ayahuasca ain't gonna
you
fucking
might
get
have
that
to
shit
try
out.
some
Yeah,
different
yeah.
things. You
Right,
might
right.
have to
Yeah.
try
But
some
use the
different things.
tools that how you have access to. Amen.
Yeah.
Yes.
God bless.
Yes, and anybody that does that, shout out to you. You're trying.
100%.
Shout out to that.
And there should be no like looking down on it.
Yeah, no,
Anybody-
absolutely.
Yeah.
'Cause I think
1,000,000%.
that's fucking
Amen.
weird. I'm
Amen.
like,
I
oh, they feel better. They're doing better.
Yeah, or like judging people based on
Oh.
what version of medicine. They're like, fuck off, dude.
What-
I'm just
yeah.
trying to better myself.
Totally. And one of the
That's all.
one of the coolest, like most favorite people in my life, he went on antidepressants for like a hot second. And he was like, it dramatically improved my life in so many ways that were so profound. And I was on them for probably 6 months. And he was like, and that was it. Now I'm not on them. And I was like, you know what? Wow. And he's like a very like healthy individual, like mentally smart.
It can
everything.
show
He's
you an
just-
alternative.
He just said, hey, needed that for a second.
Yes.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's why I hate like the demonization, or we should just also stop telling people what they should do with their like medical
Yeah,
decisions.
stop
We should
telling
in a
just
lot
stop
of
telling
ways.
people what
They
they
should
should
do
do with anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just don't kill people. That's it.
just
Yeah.
don't become a DJ.
That's it.
Look, so
Yeah.
with my parents,
Unless you-
that's that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's the thing that's helping me go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe become a DJ. I don't know.
Wait, do your parents support now? Not yet. We're getting
they know, but they don't know, but they'd rather not ask, but they know. The rest of my family now does know.
Okay.
I took the liberty of going out and being like, yo, this is what I do, man. I'm 30 years old. Like, I have nothing to lose at this point.
This is what
so
you're passionate about.
this is
Yeah.
what I'm passionate.
This is
And
what
they're
I
like,
love. Yeah.
duh, you always did
Amen.
that. You were
Yeah.
always like doing impressions and
Right.
singing and dancing.
Amen.
Of course. They're like, that's why you still have long hair. I was like,
Right.
damn. All right.
All right.
Shout out Laguna
All right,
Niguel,
all right.
California, baby. Like, they get it. And
Yeah.
I'm okay with that now.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and hey,
do
man,
what you have to do.
We've been getting to travel with that shit lately. That's just been
do you mean?
awesome.
Traveling with
Oh,
music, man.
Like with our music, we've been
Music's
getting,
That's
we've been getting
half
we've
of our
been all
inspiration
over.
with
we played
this.
every major city in the U.S. almost last summer, and
This
recently,
year,
too.
we
Yeah,
might check it all off.
might. Yeah.
And we're gonna go to New York together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Amen. Well, so
Yeah.
we are going to be playing shows in New York this summer.
Cool.
We already have that like lined up.
As
gotta
much
figure-
as,
So it's
go on.
No, I was gonna say we got to figure out the dates, and then we're gonna rent a sick place
yes.
somewhere we can also podcast,
Yep.
and then and then we'll come to all your shows,
Amen.
dude.
We
Look,
go-
That's the
traveling
dream.
for what you do, incredible.
I feel like that is the
traveling for
dream.
what you
That
do
is the
with your
dream.
friends.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
I have
that's
goosebumps.
It. That's it.
Because
Yeah.
that's like what we've all always wanted. And it's not even been that long that we've all been kind of like doing it. And it's like from what, 2 years ago? And now you're traveling the
Yeah.
entire United States, like
Amen.
playing
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's
crazy.
the cohort you want. The same people
Yeah.
who have that same ambition.
Yeah.
You guys have that. We love
you.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, wealth, fame, and riches, like, yeah, whatever, But if like some just barely financially stable and the ability to travel,
Yeah.
fuck
Yes!
That's
Yeah,
yes.
what else were you going to do with the money?
Yes.
What the
Yeah,
hell else
what
were
the
you
hell
gonna
else?
do?
Let it sit in a bank.
Yeah.
Scrooge
dude.
McDuck.
12%,
No.
bro. Let's go.
As long as I can go to Nobu like once every 6 months, it's fine. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
look, I just want to be able to buy drinks at Savaya or have them give them to me for free because we're playing there.
Yeah.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Do you guys need drinkies?
Sure.
You have.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
What do you have?
Wait,
Well-
but speaking like of friends, this was something I was going to say earlier, just about like friends and taking you with them. And there's like certain people. It's funny. You come to like a point in your life where you're like, okay, like these are people that like I'm going to be friends with through every stage of my life.
Yeah.
Like they're growing with me. Like when you were saying
Yes.
like us, like we have the same aspirations that are insane. But everyone's right. If you think you're going to make it up here, you're right. If you think you're going to be mediocre, you're right too.
You're
Yeah.
fucking right.
And who are you to not be that? Actually, I had a really great session with my life coach this morning. And she was saying, she's like, Francesca, like, you not getting it does not help anyone. Oh, so you just are this naysayer? Those are the haters. Oh, put it down because it never happened for me. When you reach all the amazing, beautiful things you want, you don't need a why or to say you're going to be such a good steward of it, just that you want it. But when you are there, you're going to want to give back. And you can then tell the next person, like, look, I did it, so you can do it. So really, like, it's so funny. We all have this crazy thing in our head of like this scarcity mindset, I think, of just the world right now. And it's like, oh, well, like, who am I to want this? And if it's like me getting my perfect life and the best career, it doesn't take a career away from anyone. And all it does when you're there is that you're able to help other people. But to kind of come back with it is like, you guys are very much people. And a lot of people that are our mutual friends, I like look at them, and Nick and I'll be like, damn, like M or someone, I'm like, she'll be like on the jet with us. She'll be with us to there. And then there's other people that you're like, we might outgrow them, you know, and that's okay.
We have that crew.
Yeah.
Y'all are in that crew.
Yeah.
And it's like, we want as much for ourselves, the success, as to be able to share it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know what it is, the quote from Into the Wild, life is meaningless if it's not shared, or something like that. But that's so true.
High tide rises all boats.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's proven so true to us when we have chose to include versus those who chose to be exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, yeah, you might have that little, you know, like kingdom, that little hill to yourself for a while, but we'd rather share it. And that's going to be a bigger hill for everyone.
Truly. And then there's some people that if they're still naysaying and that's what gets them off is talking about the shit that doesn't work for them, or that's impossible, or be realistic. Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Be realistic. Like, come on. You got to really,
like,
and it's
shoot
like,
lower.
Right,
shoot lower.
Yeah, you can hang out there,
like,
but that's fine. Like, no hate. But we're probably going to like move on, and you probably won't come with.
It's
okay.
basically saying realistically, you're not going to do as much. And I believe that.
That's fine.
And realistically for
for
me, I cannot do without doing more.
Yeah.
So that's realistic for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And realistic for you is just something different. So I will be realistic. We're being very realistic. Because the opposite we've tried, and that's not realistic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, realistically, you were saying you've been full time on music this entire season.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that. Like, I didn't think you guys were like doing that much. I didn't see it as much. So tell us what you've been doing.
But there's a reason for that as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been we have the Apres Scene up in Summit County, Breckenridge, and all that.
Locked in.
You're locked in. Yeah. I mean, we've been doing like 4 shows a weekend, every weekend since like January almost.
Really?
And still lined up through April. I mean, we have a show coming up. We have our first headline show in Denver this weekend, Friday at Lammer Lounge. Super stoked on that.
Yes.
And then we have what else after that? We're going to LA again and this is one of our best friends.
One of our best friends. We made an exception.
Yeah, we made an exception. It's like one of our first.
We're gonna do a wedding.
And then after that, on the 26th or the 25th, what is that? Yeah, we're closing out Montana. For their Apres show in Big Sky.
Big Sky.
Yeah.
I've never been to Montana.
We're very excited for
Never
that.
been to Big Sky. I'm excited to
I hear
ride
Big
it.
Sky is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited to ride it.
Cool.
Big Sky, Montana. Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we brought them in too. So we're kind of like trading it. Like it's just been like, man, we
Shout
just
out
got
Jen and
back
Chance.
right before this was recorded. We just got back from Los Angeles. Right. We did 3 shows in LA.
That was
3 shows in LA?
3 shows in
fuck
LA.
yeah.
Yeah, that was super fun. It was wild. Yeah.
Dirty Laundry, the Victorian, and then a warehouse that don't name. There's not a name.
It's just the warehouse, downtown
Yeah.
warehouse.
Warehouse.
Yeah.
Love a good warehouse.
That's so exciting.
So where's Don Fuego going? Like, what exactly are you guys trying to create and take?
So the goal is just basically international. Like our main dream is to travel with music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously to be fully financially sound with this project is full time, right? But our goal is to be like traveling borders, like have our music take us where we haven't been before.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is our dream. And so we have a couple more releases coming up for the rest of through the summer and the rest of the year. A lot of like tech house vibes. We did sign with Smash the House on Tomorrowland's label.
Oh.
And that was like way more like progressive house. Like we love that as well. and then we're kind of doing more like tech house groovers, like more clubby stuff. But then we have like an international EP is like what we're kind of trying to call it. That is going to be like more like, I don't know, like all organic house, like more like, why don't you speak on that, Mahdi?
Yeah. With that, it's a lot of the kind of sounds that have inspired us outside of what we already have known and have been making. And we've made connections with a lot of people from around the world who have noticed us, and we'd like to, appreciate back. So there's a lot of different influences with this upcoming EP, if you want to call it, project, whatever you want to call it.
Future releases.
Yeah. It's just, a set of future releases. We've been calling in our group chats the International EP. But it is more focused on just kind of paying homage to these sounds, to these influences, to these cultures that have honestly given so much to us.
And to these areas that we really like appreciate. So then we hope also maybe if we put this kind of vibe out into the world, maybe that will help bring us to these areas. That's like,
because we appreciate that from here.
Yeah. Amen.
We want to be there with you, like, and that means the most to us. We want this to be able to let us come be a part of that. Mm-hmm. And especially anywhere anybody has appreciated us from, that has been like the main go-to of the kind of music that we've been making.
Mm-hmm.
Which that I appreciate that. I know myself. And the folks that have done that for us.
We just want to party all over the world. Really.
Yeah. What's the top 3 locations right now?
Oh, man. I mean, definitely Ibiza, like Spain,
yeah. Of course,
like
of
Europe.
course.
I've never been to Spain.
Isn't it? It's wild. Like I was in
I
Spain
know.
for like 6
Same.
months to a year, and I never went there. Ibiza.
So that
Ibiza.
I would love a summer residency at
Ibiza.
I mean,
Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Dude, we'll come visit.
Dreams.
100%. If you guys play in Ibiza, we'll just come.
Yeah.
I mean, if
I
it's
don't know if
a
that's
residency,
happening, but
I'll say it right now. I'll shake on
And
it.
then we can,
shake.
I will.
Shake.
If you guys are playing there,
Shake,
I will
senora,
show
shake your
up.
body, right?
hey.
That's summer, winter.
Winter Tomorrowland. I mean, that's the whole thing. So like we signed with Smash the House on Smash Deep Records.
yeah.
Thing of that with just owned by Dimitri Vegas, major Tomorrowland thing. And we're trying to get more songs out with them on their label. And then ideally name one festival you'd want to play ever as an artist. Tomorrowland. Duh.
Yeah.
So
amen.
you
Maybe.
can-
I got goosebumps when you said that.
You can
Something's
sign
going
to the
on.
record.
Oh my!
But that
No,
doesn't
like,
guarantee you
I'm
like a
serious.
spot on the.
it's with it, and we got put that song is called All I Want All Night. It's on all platforms right now, Spotify, everything.
We'll link their stuff.
Featuring Andrew Bates.
They put it on the Tomorrowland official playlist for like 2 weeks.
No
Okay.
way.
We were sitting there
That
right
was a
next
wild
to
moment.
Tiesto songs, to
That was a
Dimitri
wild
Vegas, Mike
moment.
songs.
Shut up.
It was on there for a while, and it just broke 125,000 plays on Spotify
Fuck
recently.
Yeah.
And
Go
we put it out
listen
in
to
January.
guys. It's break
Put it out in
200.
January.
Please, it's out there. But that's like who we're trying to build rapport with, relationships with, and to ideally travel. And they do Tomorrowland Winter, which is at like Douce and stuff in France at like Chamonix and everything.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that would be a huge
Yeah,
milestone.
as far as the Après scene goes,
like that's
we'd love
pinnacle.
to do Full
Pinnacle.
Is
Like,
that
yeah.
pinnacle?
That I mean, like Full Douce is like the
Okay.
best
I know the
opera in
ski
world,
week. You know,
right?
the Yacht
Like,
Week has the ski week.
Is it? Oh,
And they
it's
do
in
a
Chamonix,
week in Chamonix at that place.
Okay,
If you want to hook up, they fly in DJs from all over the world to play.
please.
That's a hook. Like I actually have that one.
yeah,
100%.
That's exactly.
Oh.
Okay, okay.
Because
I mean, the whole
what's
thing is
cool with the
après.
ski week
Après.
is it's very like very American, Australian, like the partiers like
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Our friend Chris has been to the ski week in
Yeah.
Chamonix.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
actually
because that's like so much of what we love to do in Colorado.
Yeah.
And we've wanted,
Après scene.
since we started doing this, we've wanted to bring that kind of energy to Colorado.
Mhm.
And I'm so thankful to say, like, You know, I
Oh, we've
feel
had
as
people who
though-
were just in Europe that were like, you know, everyone talks about the European après scene, but no one's talking about what's happening in Colorado right now
And
and
that's
like
always-
what you guys are doing. It's like,
You guys are so successful at it because Francesca and I have always thought that like Colorado is sort of lacking in that.
We didn't
which is
have it.
strange because Colorado is such like an EDM, like house music,
Yeah.
ski culture. But
Right.
then like, where's the opera? It's just like we have all the parts. Like, why isn't it there? So I just like love that you guys are doing this, and I think that like it not only like congrats, but like also like it's about time someone fucking did it. You
Yeah.
know what I
but
mean?
wouldn't you
Amen.
guys attest to like what has happened in the last like,
Yeah.
especially just this last year? Like it's
For sure.
it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like
I was like surprised when we first moved to Breck, and I was like, "Where is like the après?" They were playing like elevator music outside
Right.
to the people hanging out at the chairs, and I was like, "This is." I was like legitimately confused. I was like, "Where does this exist?" Of course, I knew they have it at Cloud9 and Aspen, but I was like, "Why does Breck, which is one of the biggest, busiest, like, or all the places in Summit, like ski places?" I was like, "Where are DJs?"
Totally.
And then
So this past year, Wall Street Journal,
Wall Street Journal rated
Said-
T-Bar as the number one après.
number one opera in North
in
America.
and that's you guys.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
Holy
And it's like,
shit.
that's been
We built
3
that
years.
shit.
Of
Yeah,
us.
we
yeah.
fucking built that shit. Yeah, and
Yeah.
shout out Littlefoot, Tyler, our boy.
Shout out Tyler,
He helped
love
us
you.
build that. Yeah, that's
Shout out
me.
T-Bar, Bobby, all
Yeah.
of you, Annette, all of you. Corey Littlefoot and I, we do have a thing called Triple Espresso.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
hey.
Like when the
Wait.
three of us are together, we call it triple.
Triple
It is-
espresso.
It is Triple Espresso
It's like
just
off the
because
record. Yeah,
it
but
is-
like, yeah,
it is
Oh, yeah.
a full energy
just like
thing.
just freaking run
Full
it,
fucking
yeah.
energy, and we all kind of respect each other at the same level. So like,
and also play similar music.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
we know, like
and
yeah.
understand, like, okay, we're going here, we're doing this. It's something kind of rare where a bunch of folks are going, you know what? It's better that we all make something off this. We all rise off of this.
Yeah,
Than if
yeah.
somebody tries to fucking, all right,
like
go-
high
go-
tide rises
go
all
try
boats.
to do
you know?
that.
Like,
But
that's that shit.
it's a different situation when you build a community.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm thankful for Summit and Colorado for in general is the community.
Totally.
For real. It sounds blah-de-da when you say it.
No, it
What is
doesn't
a
sound like that.
community?
We've done that. We've done that. We've been
It's
that,
so
we put that work
real.
in and,
Colorado
like,
really has that though. That's what
Yeah.
we found here. It'd be hard to go
Community.
other
Yeah.
places
Right.
because we have such a community here.
Yeah, amen.
Like,
Amen.
Yeah.
mhm.
And that's just the trait of good people. I'm thankful to be around that.
Yeah.
You know?
Amen.
And it took a while, but I'm thankful to be around it.
Yeah.
And we got a lot coming up. We got
Yeah.
Cool.
Like I said, by the time this podcast comes out, I think it'll probably be right around when we're in Montana.
Okay.
We got
Yeah.
several shows. We're closing out Big Sky's whole resort up there, and we're doing a couple shows in Bozeman.
Fuck yeah.
And then we
You
kinda
guys should
come back,
live stream on TikTok.
We,
You know,
I know.
fucking, I'll
You're right.
go up there and
You're
live
right,
stream
yo.
for it.
Like,
Yeah.
Yo, you want to come?
Wait, when?
I've never been to Montana.
Yeah.
April 20.
come to Big Sky. We've never rode there.
I
You
think
should
we might
ride there
be able
with
to.
us.
That weekend, yeah. 25th through 27th, really. That's like
Last
it's that
weekend.
weekend. It's the last weekend of April.
That would be fucking awesome if you guys did come out to Big Sky. We
Be
would
sick. If
we
not, it's
would-
all good. We get it.
We'll
But
have
like
the Montana
that's
boys
what's
on the
on the that's
podcast.
what's on the schedule. So we got then we're doing Pride Weekend again. Pride Weekend at A Basin May
A
19th.
Basin, incredible.
And then we're gonna do our Renegade show in Moab.
Oh,
Memorial Day weekend.
wait. I want to go to that.
to the
To the
A-
Renegade
Memorial
show.
Day
Show?
weekend.
Yep.
Oh, Memorial.
Last weekend of May.
We'll be in
Last
St.
weekend of
Louis,
May.
won't we?
But we don't have to.
Oh, I
That's
love.
I
Maybe-
haven't booked flights yet.
Okay,
I just like picked
Francesca,
a
I'm
weekend to
gonna
see
be honest,
the family.
I love, but we don't have to.
But we don't have to.
Have you guys seen
I
the
love
videos?
it.
Did you guys see the videos of that from last year?
Yes.
It's a fucking time. It's
Okay.
like
Yes,
Yeah.
Virginia Tech Ski and Snowboard Club,
right.
yeah.
hundreds of members.
Mm.
It's a beautiful location.
And Pep came out
There's
last year.
Everything
like,
to
and
do.
Tyler too. Like we're all-
Everything
yeah,
to do.
All the boys who are like and gals, everyone, all the crew that have come up and like have been doing the Renegade shows with us and all the Apres shows and everything for the last however many years. And
Right.
this is like, let's do a fucking desert.
And Moab's like hot now already.
yeah,
Moab gets
it's
hot,
hot.
like,
It's hot by
yeah.
now.
But
yeah.
it's
I'm
right
ready
by-
to bake.
It's right by a lake. It's right by a
Same.
lake.
My whole energy is we have been itching honestly
for
for,
some desert time.
for-
Yeah.
You know, DUNE came out and we're like,
Hell yeah.
Make some noise for Paul Atreides, House Atreides. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, shout out House of
Wait,
Atreides.
guys, I saw the funniest fucking meme in the world. This doesn't have to be on, but it was a photo of Duke Leto Atreides, and it just said that Benny Gesserit turbo pussy got me acting unwise.
As it is written.
Same.
As it is written.
As is written.
Wow.
Also, Benny Gesserit turbo
His
pussy.
name is literally Mahdi. He is
I know.
the Mahdi.
Wait,
Mahdi.
okay, let's go back to
The
that.
Mahdi?
Dude,
Yeah.
Finally, you know what the hell my name means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally, I'm cool with y'all.
wait. So
You
I
get it? I'm like Timothy Chalamet.
Wait,
Hey.
does it mean the same thing?
it's
like
the
Mahdi?
same word.
It's like
It's
the chosen one.
literally
It's like
the chosen one, the awaited one, like it's the Messiah.
It's a Farsi word.
Okay.
It's
or
Arabic.
Arabic?
I'm not
Oh, okay.
exactly sure, but
I'm sitting in the theaters and they were like the Mahdi, and I was like, Mahdi's gonna shit himself. Little did I know
Saying the
that.
Mahdi
That's
and
what
the
it's like. He's like,
Mahdi.
I had
Mahdi.
already shit myself.
Yeah. That's my given name. Thanks for discovering Arabic. Yeah, sure.
Dude, my name means the chosen one from the mud.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Free
As
lunch,
it
and
is
I'm
written.
like,
As it is written.
the only way it's going is up. Let's
Yeah.
go Fula-doos.
But yeah, so we throw a party in Moab. Amen.
I
Okay,
truly love how you guys are just like party throwers from like that is your background to that's your presence.
Since
Amen.
we were
Straight
kids,
up.
yo.
Since we were kids,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
We're event curators, we're vibe curators. We
Love
just
it.
want to fucking bring the
Yeah.
most absolute amazing abstract shit to something where we can also dance.
And I want everyone to believe
Yeah.
in it for
And like,
themselves.
okay, I'm just gonna put this out here, put it in the podcast. But like, I would love to throw a treehouse party
Oh.
in some way, shape, or form,
Like-
no matter
I feel like
when
that
that
can happen
is.
in
Like on
Tulum.
Kashyyyk.
But like maybe somewhere in like somewhere tropical. I don't know. But like just a treehouse rave.
It sounds
like
like
no one's
Costa
trying to
Rica.
show
Treehouse rave.
Yeah, it sounds
like
Costa
Costa
Rica,
Rica.
Tulum.
Or like Bali, maybe. Like I don't know.
Oh, I
like,
guess that's
Ooh.
Tulum for sure.
Tulum,
Yeah.
But like maybe one day,
Speak
put
it
one
out there.
Like we've done the desert stuff, we've done the mountain stuff, we've done the city stuff. We're gonna continue.
Who did a treehouse
We're gonna
rave?
continue to do all of that, but like ain't no one throwing raves in the treehouse, like
Yeah.
the Donkey Kong forest from N64. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
He like
and
lays a
man,
new track.
That's it.
This is Don Fuego's sound right here.
It's just Monty's voice trumpet on repeat. Okay, we love you. We're Don Fuego.
Okay, thank you
Corey,
guys.
We'll have them on again in Ibiza. When
in
we come.
Ibiza or Croatia
Yeah.
or
In
Bali
Ibiza or
yeah,
Split
yeah.
or
Like Ibiza is the one where
wherever.
we're like gonna get the house.
Ibiza is the one
I have
where
the
we're
hookup
getting
in
a
Croatia
house.
too. I lived there for 4 months.
Croatia's the new
With
low
Yacht
key
Week.
new Ibiza.
Where?
With the Yacht Week, I was based in Split.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying.
Liddy.
Croatia's the new Ibiza.
Yeah.
Like, low
No,
key. It's
I
like
mean,
Oh, really?
so
Yeah.
basically what I did is every single night, the Yacht Week has DJs from around the world at a new club 7 days a week. And every week they get like a new crew, but I did it for 4 months straight. So for 4 months, I would do a club every single night.
I love.
And
It
we
was-
saw who was it? Liam, right? Liam, who was on the podcast.
Yeah.
He was on a more recent Yacht Week
Yeah,
thing.
no, that's
too.
below deck.
Below Deck.
Afterwards. Was that? Or-
Shout out Liam Riley.
Like when he was
Yeah,
on
right.
TV.
yeah.
Yeah, that's below deck. That's like a mega
Or
yacht.
sorry,
that
below
go
deck.
around.
That's not Yacht Week. Okay.
Yeah.
They're all on yachts. I don't fucking
Yachts.
know.
We're all on yachts.
All right,
Okay.
cheers, guys.
I love you. This has been Don Fuego. You've been beautiful. These have been the Saucy Sibz, baby.
Hey.
Thank you. Look
Cheers,
at them.
guys.
This is
Love you.
mine. Yeah.
Bye.
We'll link all their stuff. Come to the Renegade.
Yeah, come to the fucking Renegade.
Come to the Renegade.
Also, come to Montana. We'll be there.
Come to
We'll just
Montana. Just come.